And I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be my story time. Hold up, y'all. Today's video is going to be my story time of my labor and delivery. So if you are new to my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell when you subscribe to get all my notifications. And yeah, so let's get straight into it. I went in August 18th or 19th. Okay, I went in August 18th at nighttime to get induced for my labor. And when I came in, they told me they was going to put some Epidural inside of me to soften my cervix for 12 hours. So they put that in. I really didn't feel nothing. Just like when they first put it in, I didn't know what was going on. It was just like two little, I don't know, a string, and like it was like a tampon, but not big. It was like flat, and it was like small and square. So they put that inside me or whatever, and the medicine was on it, and I had to lay down for 2 hours. And yeah, that's how his head is. I don't know why his head like that. Don't say nothing about his head. His head is not like that person. He got like this, but I don't know why he always have his head like that. So ever since he came out. But yeah, so they put it inside me and they told me to lay down for 2 hours, and then after that I could do whatever I want, like go to the bathroom, but I had to stay hooked up to the machine or whatever. So I was having a lot of mucus in my throat and stuff like that because the baby had hair, so it was like very giving me heartburn. The heartburn was giving me acid reflux, I guess, and my acid reflux was like really messing up my throat from the acid in my throat. So I had to get some medicine called Pepsi, and it made all of it go away. I took the COVID-19 test, by the way, and that junk, it's no joke. They put it in and it just attacked the whole side, like just attacked this side of my head, and I didn't know what to do, really. But is you farting? Did you farting, man? Okay, but they did that, and I stayed. I was like, when I went to sleep with the Epidural inside of me, I started having contractions, and the contractions, it made me, the Epidural made me go into labor, and I was having contractions back to back. So it felt like period cramps, and then I was like, Mama, why am I having cramps? She was like, that's not cramps, that's contractions. Then we look up at the thing and you can see little green lines going up or whatever. So they started getting a little worse and worse, and then my 12 hours was up, so I went to go take a shower. And when I went to go take a shower, remember, my contractions felt much better or whatever. And yeah, so I got in the shower. I had to stay like 2 hours off the 2 hours until I had to get, this is something called the Folly balloon inside of me. So I was having contractions, and she asked me, do I want some, I don't know why my face look like that on camera, but she asked me, did I want some pain reliever, and I was like, yeah, or whatever. So she gave me some pain reliever. It was like a fake morphine, and bless you, bless you. Okay, but okay, back to what I was saying. So she gave me some fake morphine or whatever, and I asked her was it gonna make me high. She kept saying no. She kept saying it's gonna make me loopy or it's gonna make me high. So she gave it to me, and it made me high less than 5 seconds later. Really, not capping. So I'm like, you lied to me. You said it wasn't gonna make me high. You said it was gonna make me tired. It's like you lied to me. So they sit over there talking about what they was gonna do and stuff. And she told me that she was going to put this folly balloon inside me, but I was too high to remember. And my mom was like, "Can you breathe, Mariah?" And I was like, stop asking me that. She was making me scared. But I was like, stop asking me that. You gonna make me scared or whatever. But that was the real me talking. I was like, you gonna paranoid me. I'm gonna get paranoid. So she kept asking me and I was like, no, or whatever. And they put it inside of me. I couldn't feel it. It was like an epidural to me because I couldn't feel nothing they was doing. I was looking around. I didn't even know. I just knew my lashes was wide open. I don't even remember what it was doing. So they put the folly balloon inside of me. And what the folly balloon is, they come in every 2 hours. Every hour and pull it. And it's like, you gotta stay in there. You gotta stay in there for 3 hours. So they was pulling it. And they was pulling it. And when she pulled it out. She came in, like, the doctor came in from my OBGYN. She came in, she was like, do you want to get your water broke? And I was about to say no, because let me tell you, I was kind of scared. I'm like, I'm already in this hospital, but like, nah. But I'm already in the hospital. This is what I came to the hospital for. But at the same time, I want to see my baby. But like, at the same time, I'm like, damn, I'm about to push him out. So I'm like, dang, I'm really about to push him out or whatever. So I was like, okay, you can do it. So she did it. And I ain't feeling that. I just know she pulled it out. It was like a long thing. It felt like it looked satisfying to me because it's like she just went in and came out. And my mom was like, is she popping it? I was like, I don't know. And when she said that, she pulled it out or whatever. Sorry, y'all. Breastfeeding and my milk is hurting me. So she pulled it out or whatever. And when she pulled it out, dang. When she put it out, I just felt a little bit of water come out. I was like, that's all that come out? Really? Is you serious? So she was like, yeah, or whatever. So I linked my chair up when they left to eat. And when I did that, I guess this was the next day. I really don't remember what was going on. Because I had a baby on the 20th. So I don't know how I went in and stayed the whole day. And it didn't even feel like a whole day. I don't know. It felt like I had my baby. Hold up. Did I have you on 19? I don't know. But I was too hard to remember. Where I was at? Okay, but I linked up or whatever, and when I linked up, all my water just came out of me. And when my water started coming out of me, it felt like he was a little bit, hold up. When all my water came out, it felt like my baby was like smaller. I thought he was like that big or whatever. So when my water came out, my belly got smaller and smaller. And I was like, dang, he probably weighs 6 pounds at this point. Because the way how small he is very, very crazy. So after that, after I got my water broke, they put me on Pitocin. And the Pitocin, y'all, it speeded up my contractions. And when it was speeding up my contractions, it was speeding up my contractions. So I was getting contractions back to back, and my mom was like, everybody, before I even went into labor, everybody was telling me to get the epidural. Everybody was like, get the epidural. So I was already having contractions, and I got that what is it called? Well, I was having contractions, and I asked, can I get some pain reliever? And I couldn't feel my contractions like that. So I was like, maybe I should get the epidural. And my goal when I went to the hospital was not to get the epidural at all. So I went in to get the epidural, and I got the epidural, and it wasn't even that bad, y'all. It was scary. I was shaking because I was having contractions, but I had to like calm myself down. I was like, I gotta stop shaking. So the man who was getting the epidural to me, he was taking so long to get there, like having the grand entrance and everything. Like, came in with the drugs that he was like giving the people, like, boy, you take 3 hours. So he finally got ready. He had everything set up or whatever, and he put the epidural inside of me. He put the epidural, he put the Nama medicine inside of me first. And when he put the Nama medicine in me inside, it just felt like pressure. It wasn't really bad. It didn't hurt. It just felt like pressure, like somebody just pushing something into you or something. Like, it wasn't even bad. So then he gave me the epidural medicine, and he was like, you gonna feel some tingling, and then you gonna be numb. I didn't feel no tingling. So I'm like, no tingling at all. So I was like, why the epidural not working quick enough? It just numbed like this part of my belly or whatever, and my thighs. That's it. Like, it wasn't really working. He was like, okay. And I was gonna say something, but I didn't say nothing because I was like, maybe it just need time. So then he did it again the second time, and he went a little higher. And he said, I don't like where it's at or whatever. So he gave me it again. And that time I flinched because it hurted a little bit, like a little pinch, but it didn't hurt bad. But I was scared, and I had to like lay like this. So I flinched a little bit, but it wasn't bad. I looked at everybody like looking at them. They quiet. So I was like, okay. He get done with the epidural. I'm never getting the epidural again. Like, what I'm saying, like, I'm going to labor again. I'm never having another child, period. But after all that, I'm definitely not. Probably, but no, I don't think so. So don't you cry, don't you cry, don't you cry. Back to what I was saying. Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Shh, 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 shh. Sorry, y'all, my boobs out. This is the easiest dress to breastfeed in right now. My sister like, why you keep putting on that dress? Cause it's easy to breastfeed in. But, and my friend got a big dress. She's fat, y'all. So he probably want me to breastfeed him or whatever. But back to what I was saying. So, they checked my blood pressure, and they was doing a lot of stuff. They was hurrying up and all that. So less than 5 minutes after I got the epidural, the baby heartbeat started dropping. So the baby heartbeat went from there to dropping real low. So I'm looking at my mama like, the baby heartbeat dropping, and she not looking like nothing. Like, she looking like this, like literally straight face. I'm like, Mama, she not saying nothing to me. I'm looking at the doctor like, she got an emotion on her face, but I don't know her. I'm like, this how I'm looking at them like. So she was like, okay, lay on your side. So I was like this, y'all, flat on my back, like on the front. So she told me to turn on my side. So I turned on my side. She told me to turn on the other side. Turn on the other side. So I was just turning back and forth or whatever. And there was like 4 times I kept turning. So she told me to turn on all 4s. Mind y'all, I'm numb from the waist down, really. I can't feel nothing at all. I don't know where it was stopping, like where I couldn't feel it at a certain point, but I couldn't feel like on my stomach at all, my legs or anything. So she telling me to turn around. I'm like, I can't move on my own, so they turning me too. And I'm on like flat, but not flat, like all 4s, I guess. I don't know. So that was like or whatever. So I'm thinking like, this not fair. I'm like, this not fair at all. I came in this hospital to have my baby. I've been carrying for like 9 months. Like, I need to see my baby. My baby needs to come home with me. That's how I'm thinking. So I'm looking at everybody, they rushing, they give me this air thing so I can breathe, like I'm not breathing right. So I'm like, okay, I'm breathing or whatever. And I'm breathing into this air thing they gave me. And as I'm breathing into it, they like, emergency C-section. But I was praying, y'all. I was speaking in tongues, y'all. Soon as I was thinking like this not fair, whatever. So I started praying in tongues, and as I was praying in tongues, his heart was going up, higher and higher and higher. So like when I stopped praying, it went back down. So his heart was like didn't, which was some bull crap. So they gave me a C-section. They gave me my clothes. They switched me and they switched my gown I had on, and they switched the gown I had on. They put some on my head. Took me to the C-section room, and the C-section room was right across from where I was. So they just rolled me up into that room. So I was in there. I'm like, everybody rushing. I'm like, this can't be real. This is what I'm thinking. Like, it can't be real at all. I came to this hospital thinking I'm about to push my baby out. I'm sitting up here practicing pushing out something like, like, and I couldn't even do that. So I'm like, so I kind of knew I wasn't going to push him out because God told me. But I knew, like, I was just hoping, hoping that I could push him out. So I was hoping that I could push him out. So, the man who did my surgery, like, I was freaking out, y'all, like, real bad. And they taped my hands to the table like this. I couldn't even, like, move my hands. And that little thin piece of tape had my hands glued on there, like, I don't know what. But, I did that or whatever. And the man who did my surgery, I was freaking out. So he came up to me. He was like, hey, Mariah, I'm doing your surgery. And I was looking at him like, okay. That calmed me down because I was freaking out real bad. And I was like, okay. So that's when I was like, let me just calm down or whatever. That's when I seen him cut me. I couldn't feel nothing at all. So I just feel cold stuff going down my back. I'm like, what is this cold stuff? It's medication. Don't even know the man putting it inside of me. And they was like, she need antibiotics. She ain't got no antibiotics, and that's all I hear is antibiotics. So yeah, then they cut me open, and I seen it through the top because it was like a light, and the light was turned off so you can see the reflection of what it was doing to me. So I was seeing them cut me, and I seen them open me up, but I couldn't feel it, and I'm like, dang. My mama came in when they cut me. As soon as they cut me, she looked like she was crying. And I'm like, Mama, hold my hand. Hold my hand, Mama. I need my hand. Hold my hand, Mama. Like, I'm about to freak out. Hold my hand. So she holding my hand. And y'all know, she's short. And she trying to hold both of my hands, like, with my hands like this. So she on the table trying to, like, hold them. I was freaking out. So I needed her to hold my hand. One hand was not enough. I needed both hands holding. So, when she was doing that, she was looking over the thing to see what they was doing to me or whatever. And when they pulled my baby out, y'all, they said you gonna feel some pressure right before they pulled him out. And the man who did my epidural was giving me medicine. He's like, you gonna feel some pressure or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm ready for this pressure. Yo, right if I told myself I'm ready, they pulled the baby out, pushed me down into the freaking ground. Like the table I was laying on dropped like 3 levels. Like, I don't even know what was happening. I just know she pushed me. I was like going crazy. I told them to stop. I was like, get off of me. Stop this. I do not want this. Get off of me. I was like, y'all need to stop. They did not stop. They kept going. So the man who did my epidural was like, he told Mama and me, he was like, you about to get calmed down, about to give you some medicine, it's gonna stop the pain. And when I say the pain was hurting so bad, like, y'all, it felt like somebody was stabbing me. That's why I kept saying it felt like somebody's stabbing me. Somebody is hurting me, like, if, like, my stomach, it was like shot up into my chest, and it felt like somebody was hurting my heart. And I guess it was like the blood, because they pulled the baby out. I guess it was like the blood, I guess it was like the blood from them pulling the baby out or whatever, and I don't know, but it hurted so bad. So it didn't feel like no pressure at all. It felt like pain, stabbing. That's what it felt like. So, it felt like somebody was stabbing me. So, the man gave me my medication to make me calm down, and I don't remember nothing since my baby crying. And when it ow, for real, that hurts,
We're done. That's your happy birthday.
That's my son. Where's he at?
He's getting cleaned up.
Okay, that feels okay.
It feels better. It's better?
Yes.
Okay.
What is they doing?
They just making sure everything
oh. They said he was perfectly fine. So I was like, okay. He okay. But I can't do this pain. So the man gave me the medicine. I don't remember nothing. But mom said, I remember saying, like, I want to see my baby, but I don't remember seeing him for the first time. Sadly, but I don't. So, yeah. And, oh, don't be kicking me. Okay. But back to what I was saying. What I was talking about. I don't remember nothing. Which is sad because I don't remember seeing his face or whatever. And when I don't know, I guess I just blanked out. And when I blanked out or whatever, I don't know, I just remember hitting myself in the head. I don't know how my arms got from off the table, but I just remember hitting myself in my head, like snap into it, like really hitting myself in my head. And I said, this can't be real. That's the first thing I said, and I was like, snap into it. So I'm hitting myself in my head. My mama gone, my baby gone, everybody gone. They said her stitch is done. So I'm looking like I just had a baby, and nobody helping me while I'm slapping myself in my head like crazy. Like, y'all, I was really slapping myself. So ain't nobody saying that to me. I just know she said, you got a gorgeous baby. And I'm like, what baby? I'm like, this can't be real. So they rolled me to the recovery room. And when they rolled me into the recovery room, they was pushing my stomach down. There's a lot of blood clots just coming out of me. And I couldn't feel nothing because I had epidural, but I just know it was coming out because everybody was talking around me. And I see my mom over there with this white baby. I'm like, that's not my baby, because I know a type of white when I see a type of white. The type of white I see is like, I know you gonna turn black later. But this baby was like Caucasian white. And I'm like, that's not my baby at all. I don't know who baby that is. My mom over there talking to somebody else baby. She not even worried about my baby. Like, so she's on the phone with my sister. She's like, look at him. And I still don't know who baby this is. I'm like, so mom was like, you want to see him? I was like, no. I was like, who? Why you over there with that baby? She was like, that's Marcel or whatever. And I'm like, that is? She better come over there while I'm at. I'm looking at him like, he looking at me like, and I was like, that's my baby. I was like, look at his ears, because I couldn't see nothing at all because he was so white. All I could see was his ears popping out beside his head. So I'm like, okay. Yes. There's your big old ears.
So cute.
Yeah.
You better look over there with your mommy.
I was like, I was talking to him. I was like, look at your ears. And I'm remind you, I'm a little hot, so I'm like, out of it. So, I'm looking at him and I'm sticking my tongue at him because he just got his tongue all out. I'm like, he was like, look at you. I was just talking to him, and I tried to breastfeed him before that, and I threw up. I threw up like 3 times, and I didn't have nothing in my stomach because the food at the hospital was so nasty, and I was not about to eat that or drink that because I had liquiditis. But even the jello was nasty, So I was like, and they rolled me into my room, and then I think this should be another video. They rolled me into my room, and I'm just like so hurting, y'all. They gave me some morphine, and I was supposed to click the button every time it turned green, and it wasn't helping. It wasn't helping at all. I was still in so much pain, and I told them like I'm in pain, like I can't or whatever. Like I'm in so much pain. It's not helping with nothing. So I got done with all that, whatever, and yeah, see, he's so cute. But I got done with all that, and I was just like spending time with him, breastfeeding him, and I was having real bad contractions from breastfeeding. And every time I tried to breastfeed, I started shaking. But I sure did breastfeed him all night, that whole time, like breastfeeding him, and I had skin to skin with him and everything too. So yeah, I was doing. It was very, very good for me, or whatever. But I was still like in so much pain, and basically that's what happened. I'm gonna have a whole nother video like what happened in the labor and delivery room and stuff like that. He's asleep, y'all. What happened in the labor and delivery room, because I went through a lot after my C-section and stuff like that. But that's my labor and delivery story. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos. I'm gonna keep posting. I had to stop posting for a minute because I was like having postpartum brain, and I was so confused. I couldn't think or nothing. Like I really stopped having it like yesterday because my grandma prayed over me, and my brain was just so clouded. Like I could not think. I wasn't worried about YouTube because I couldn't think. I couldn't get up and do stuff, you know. And I don't know, but I'm gonna get back into it, you know. I think them drugs from my labor and delivery really messed me up, y'all, because I could not think. I think that I was still a little messed up from the drugs all the way until the day before yesterday, because it's like something just went over me and I was back to thinking, but I still look confused and stuff like that. But this is the end of this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. My social media will be in the link below and probably on the screen, and I put his Instagram up there and stuff like that. So yeah, what else? Please give me video suggestions. Give me video suggestions. I got a lot of video suggestions, video that I'm gonna do, but I just want y'all to give it to me so I can make sure I got everything that I need that y'all want to see. But this is the end of this video, so stay tuned for more. Peace.